Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jimmy here with The Other Chef. On this channel, we talk about the food service industry, the life of a chef, the life of a cook, the life of a food service professional. We also do some product demos, some cooking demos, and checking out the eats and drinks in the local areas, starting with Portland, Oregon, which is where I'm currently residing at, and my hometown of New Orleans, Louisiana. So if you love some of the content just mentioned, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications to see future content on this channel. So we're at Midway right now with the Chef Travels Scandinavia series. But first, some housekeeping. So you guys probably wondering, I haven't posted really anything for the last month or so, and it's because life. Been very busy with my job as a traveling technician and also doing a lot of side hustles with pop-ups in the local area, so I have not had a chance to be able to put more videos out online. But now, since I have a little bit of consistency and a little bit of time, I'm going to start posting more videos, including finishing up the Scandinavia series and answer some of the questions from a lot of the viewers that have asked me a lot about going to culinary school or not going to culinary school, or what type of jobs that I can get with no culinary experience. So those are some very great videos that's going to come out in the near future. But let's get back to the video. So at the end of part 3, I was going to have a midway video to explain basically how did I fund this trip, why I wanted to go on this trip, and what was the motivation behind of going on this trip. So let's get through it. Number 1, why I wanted to go on this trip. Well, it actually all started many years ago when I got a lot of advice from a good friend of mine who I still talk to, named Desha. So she was at that time a single woman traveling a lot, mostly in Europe and South America and a little bit in Asia. And she always told me that she loved to travel. This lady, she's been going to 6 continents, over probably 50 countries. So it's very cool that she would pour her knowledge to me into going into traveling. And that's why when I joined the military, I was able to do a lot more traveling on my own. So Desha, honey, if you're seeing this for the first time, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So the next person that I want to mention was really the travel agent that actually helped me build this trip. Now, I know what a lot of people are going to tell me, travel agents are dead, that industry is a dying breed. Well, it might be, but it's not, because the thing is, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I asked my good friend Myrna, who is also a certified sommelier out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And if you guys want more information about her luxury travel series or some of the things that she does on the side, including being a sommelier, I'm going to link that on the bottom below for everyone to be able to see. So she gave me the suggestion, is like, hey, you know what? You have about 2 weeks. Let's make it a really cool trip, like on food culture. And I was like, this is great. Because I said to myself, I'm going to put something on YouTube, hopefully in the near future. And here I am. So Myrna, thank you so much for opening my eyes up to telling me where to go and how to save up. This trip actually started in October 2017, and I actually started making the trip happen in April 2018, but saving for it started in October 2017. I had a job working in the tech industry, had lots of time off, had a little bit of good money on the side, plus I was doing a little bit of side hustling, working in the farmers markets, doing a little bit of catering, teaching some classes. So I was able to save up enough money to be able to go on this trip. So when I budget this trip, I budgeted for about $6,000. Now, mind you, this was all the accommodations, flight, hostels, stayed in a hotel in Denmark, all the travel passes, did some passes to be able to go check out museums and whatnot, and the rest of it was food and a little bit of shopping. So with that in mind, I budgeted for about $6,000. Now, could I have budgeted a little bit cheaper? Absolutely. But the reason why I wanted to do this trip was because I really wanted to check out everything about these countries. And deep down, I really wish I had more time to be able to visit, but because of my time constraints, I decided that I wanted to go on these destinations. So who was actually my motivation to go on this trip? I mean, aside from Desha and also Myrna, my grandpa, who is no longer here with us anymore, he was actually one of the people that suggested that I go travel. But he didn't really say it that way. He said it this way. And this was when he wasn't that well. And he just told me, my possessions will never go to the grave with me, but my experiences in my life will. And he was really telling me when I was planning to join the military to live your life and try not to have as many possessions in life. And you know what? I'm trying my best to stick with that. And I can't believe that my grandpa has a huge impact on what I want to do in this industry and in this life. So Grandpa, if you're listening and if you're watching, thank you so much. And then finally, all the YouTubers that I've been watching for the last, year or so, watching all these full-time travelers doing their thing. And you really, you ladies and gentlemen are really the motivation for me to be able to be on the YouTube channel, really. Even though I know that I'm just a small little guy doing small little things, hopefully this will be something big. So in no particular order, like all the people that I've been following and watching and getting advice from. The Vaga Brothers, Gabriel Traveler, Hey Nadine, Kara and Nate, the Endless Adventure, Flying the Nest, Hopscotch Around the Globe, and my personal favorite, the Bucket List family. Such a cute family, by the way. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me the motivation to be able to do what I'm trying to do in this type of format. So there you have it. Those are some of the questions that came about with traveling overseas for the first time in a long time, going to Scandinavia. On the end of the series, we're going to talk about equipment, gear, what I brought to the trip, and some lessons learned from the trip as well. And then also what happened after the trip was over. All the people that I've met, all my experiences, what happens afterwards. Am I planning on another trip, which I would love to do, but that's another video. Hey, thanks for watching. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications on future content on this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.